My name is Carter Smith. I'm in 11th grade, and the two movies that I chose are Inside Out 2, which was 2024, and The Incredibles, which was 2004. My favorite scene from Inside Out 2 had to be when it was at the river of conscience and how her mind changed and everything, and the sarcasm pit. That was I could relate to that. My favorite scene from Incredibles had to be when he had got kidnapped and his family came to save him, and then they escaped. That had to be my favorite part. As of the plot wise for Inside Out 2, it's basically okay, now Riley's a teenager and now she has new emotions and new obstacles in her life and things that she's going through now, and everything's changed from when she was a child now, because now she's in middle school, and it's different now, and now she has to develop off of that. The plot for Incredibles is basically about how superheroes, they were once great, everyone loved them, but now they are banned, they're completely illegal, so no one could be a superhero anymore. And now it's them trying to still be good and save people because they know it's still bad going on, but superheroes are illegal, but they still want to do good. And it's about his family. He wants to help his family, but he ends up gets in trouble, and his family saves him, and they defeat evil at the end. Character development wise, Inside Out 2, Riley, her character develops by the new emotions she has, and now she's a whole different person because she doesn't have just those same old kiddie emotions anymore. She's developed more emotions. She's developed, everything's changed. She's anxiety, envy, embarrassment. Cause as a kid, you didn't really experience the things because you're a kid, but that's a teenager though. So some of that stuff is in her life now, and it changes her, the way she is, her social life and everything. And Incredibles, the character development is really about Mr. Incredible, Bob, whatever, him no longer just caring for himself. He's now a family man, and first he had a job, but now he has to provide as a human than he just as Mr. Incredible. So now his whole life has changed, and now he has to take on more responsibilities, and the storytelling methods they use flashbacks, in the beginning. Inside Out 2, they showed the flashbacks of her when she was a kid, and her good moments, and before everything was how it is now. The storytelling in Incredibles, they do the same thing. In the opening scene, they show the past, but and then they fast forward to the now life. But they also later in when Edna is showing why superheroes shouldn't wear capes, she's showing the flashbacks of what happened to the superheroes that had capes and the bad things that happened from them. Inside Out 2, that's more of a coming of age. It's about emotions and not controlling, but having different emotions and being it's the journey you take in life from being a kid to a teenager. For Incredibles, the genre it's really superhero based, and something. For the shot analysis, the opening scene, it shows the light, the lighting is very soft lighting. It's very balanced. I'll say that. It really goes an opening scene. It starts off the story of the movie. It's gonna it helps you to understand when you become a teenager and everything that happens. For Incredibles, the opening scene it shows his past, and when he was just Mr. Incredible, the blue suit, the old suit, everything that he would do back then, and like how he saved a bunch of people in his past hero life, and all of that, managed to get married at the end of the day. So he completed all those tasks. But in like music, I'm talking about the music was on key, like it was upbeat music, like it wasn't like no slow, like everything was tense, like the whole intro. And then we got to the wedding part, and then like it softened up, and then they gave us flashbacks of, you know, why things were. And the closing shot comparison, it shows Riley, like, you know, finding peace, like Riley calming herself down, and now her emotions are like, now she knows her emotions, she knows, you know, what they're capable of. Incredibles, it was the whole family fighting together, you know, the final shot of the family fighting together. And Frozone, you know, right, it's in the city, it's, you know, the lighting was perfect, it was daylight, it showed like it showed like the family together, it showed togetherness, you know. For the budget and box office comparisons, Inside Out 2, their budget was $200 million. And that's a lot. For an animated movie, that's a lot. But the box office earnings were $500 million. So they made like a good amount of profit though. But that's a lot. For The Incredibles, they had a budget for just $92 million. Like, it's 2004, so you gotta think it's a different time period, you know? Everything was like, the prices changed, like everything's changed since then. Like, that's a 20-year difference. But like, the budget was $92 million. And grossed over $633 million worldwide. And like, it became such a popular movie, and still is to this day. If I think it should have a sequel, I mean, it is a sequel, but if it was to have a third one, I would say to create it about Riley adapting into, like, going into like the adult life, like going into like her, like she's just now turning 18, like she turned in, like, you know what I'm saying, like she's in high school. Like now I think she's in middle school, but like her like in high school, and like her life, like it's like she's taking on more and more responsibilities. And I feel like that'll be good for Inside Out 3 if they were to make it. Now Incredibles 3, because there's already an Incredibles 2. So if there were to create an Incredibles 3, I would say to make it about the kids now, because the first two, one was about like the mom, you know, the first one was about the dad, and then like him, you know, everything, and the family comes together at the end. And then Incredibles 2, it was about the mom and the family come together at the end. But I feel like this one should be about like Dash and Violet. Like, yeah, the parents are in there, but like it should focus on them, because like now they're getting older, and I feel like that'll go great with the movie. And yeah, so this is my redemption assignment, and